it's a reflection of basically our understanding of God's love for us towards each other, okay? And we translate that into, you know, loving each other, acceptance, making everybody feel welcome, and making sure that, you know, the least of these and the ones that always fit in feel welcome, and you can actually experience fellowship in a way that it's not clouded. So if you see some of the old Buddy Rose shirts around, you know, Luke designed a bunch of them. No alcohol, no drugs.
No
that's
cigarettes.
no cigarettes. That's freedom. It's about truly experiencing God's beauty, His creation, our fellowship, our friendship, and it's a very unique thing when you let yourself and your flesh and all your own personal desires get out of the way and just let something other than yourself, let the Lord drive a healthy and clean friendship and fellowship. It's a more beautiful thing than we could create on our own. So, that being said, Buddy Rostock is probably the oddest collection of, you know, misfit personalities that I think I've ever seen in my lifetime. You know, and I love that about this, is that you get a combination of, you know, the quote-unquote cool folks hanging out with the total pant loads for an entire weekend. So, and it's awesome. So, anyway, I love this. I love that we've got so many great personalities, and it's just a wonderful time. And I think
What's a pant load?
I just love you guys.
That's Steve-O.
She wants to
A pant load?
Yeah.
People will take a dump in their pants.
Eric P, the non-filtered man!
Yes! Exactly. Anyway, with that being said, I'll turn it over to Luke.
That was an example of a definition.
Alright guys,
Yes! Awesome.
let me tell you, it's awesome to see everybody finally around here. Give it up, it's Buddy Rostock time! 13th annual! 13th annual!
Number.
13th annual! Yeah!
What's the motto this year?
What's the motto? It's
Motto.
Lucky 13! Alright. What was I gonna say? Buddy Rostock, 13 years.
Hang on,
What the hell is this?
something's happening out there.
It's the hi-ho music.
Something coming.
Ho!
Hey.
Uh-oh. The British are here, Luke.
Go get him, guys. Go get him.
You guys can start.
Yeah. Ring style. You got a flashing light.
I know he didn't even.
This is so fun you playing this. All right.
Buddy Rostock, live forever!
Hey, enough of the water now.
That's it, that's all I
I
got.
know. At least put it in some balloons for us, man.
Nice British coming.
Throw it at newborn babies.
Alright guys, I'm gonna start with
By this man.
there's so many new people here.
At least through the courtesy of putting the water in balloons.
Tell awesome stories.
Not too
So,
bad.
here we go. One of the best stories of all time. People told me I gotta write this down or get it on YouTube or something. Or actually, reality TV. This is a true story. This is not doctored up in any way. I can't doctor this story up. Leanne, you're gonna be shocked, but you'll like it. I was a ski bum in 2005 out in Utah.
You're still a ski bum. It's 2012.
I was a ski bum out in 2005, and I'm watching a documentary on 2020 about polygamists in Colorado City.
Orange.
Utah. Colorado City has the most polygamists in the United States. And there's actually a guy named Warren Jeffs. You might have heard of this individual. He's on the 10 most wanted list. Now he's doing 25 years in federal prison. Thank the Lord. I think I had a part in that. And I'll tell you how. I had a part in. How do you ask? So I'm watching this documentary. I'm surrounded by 3 beautiful women. And I'm like,
You're pulling us to your own.
no, I don't believe that part of the story at all. Nice. Always count on Zach for a BS line, but little chipmunk line there. He's never had an experience like this. Anyway,
Continue.
so I'm watching the show, 3 girls, and I'm like, and they're like, "This is terrible." I go, "This sucks. This is child abuse. This is women abuse. I'm gonna do something about it." And they're like, "Luke, you're not gonna do anything. Mark my word, I'm gonna go do something about this. I'm telling you." So I'm a man of my word. So I'm in the Grand Canyon. And this girl's beating me up the mountain. I'm walking like this because I ran up and down Zion Mountain chasing two blonde-haired girls. So my legs, I'm like killing myself at Grand Canyon climbing out of the thing. And I'm like, I am freaking dead. So I was gonna. Then I spent the night in Grand Canyon. Was driving back to the old Promised Land Moab, where I'm gonna rent motorcycles and mountain bikes. But on the way to Moab, I see this sign, Colorado City, 60 miles. I'm like, I gotta check this out. So I'm driving down the road to Colorado City, and the first thing I see is established in 1985. This big sign. I go, 1985? That's awful late. Most times, what do you see? 1785? 1825? 1985. I go, what kind of weird place is this? So I get up in there. And those that know me, know you gotta do a drive-by. You just can't go in just guns a-blazing into town and try to start a riot. You gotta go and figure it out. You gotta do a drive-by. I gotta check all my ski routes, check all that stuff. So I drive in and I do some surveillance. I do some investigating. And I talked to these two young, good-looking college kids. I pull in this little
Male or
community
female,
college.
be honest.
Male. Yeah! And I go, guys, what's it like here to be a young, single male in this community? They go, they try to drive us out. They want us out of here. They want us in the Army.
Get him, Patty.
They want us in the Marines. They don't want us around. I go, why is that? Oh, because my uncle wants to marry an 18-year-old. I'm like, holy crap. True story. That's what they're saying. No, I can't make this up. So now I'm getting pissed because I'm like, oh, geez, they're driving out my fellow good-looking brothers. What the
Fellow
hell's
good-looking.
Fellow good-looking.
It's always got to be good looking.
That's right.
Yeah, you're gonna
Fellow
make Paul
good-looking
feel
brother.
bad, Luke. Come on.
So I do a drive-by and I see a convenience store, and I'm gonna go into the convenience store, guns ablaze, and I'm gonna be yelling, "That's a cult religion, all this stuff. You're not going to heaven." I was gonna go nuts. So I get in the convenience store, I'm like, "Oh
Look,
no!"
did you mention that the FBI won't go into this town and stuff like that? They'll
it's
shoot
bad.
them.
Well, here's the background.
People don't.
The sheriff's
That's why they haven't got
department-
Warren Jeffs.
The sheriff's is Warren Jeff's brother. It's bad news. You gotta look it up do some research, then you'll see how insane this story is. So I look and I see out the corner of my eye, I see the sheriff's office, and I pull back. Oh, pull back the reins, do nothing. Now I'm like, oh crap. Now I gotta have a buffer zone from the sheriff's office.
Are you wearing a cowboy hat or no?
No. But I feel a strange kind of frequency in my head, like, get out of town, get out of town, get out of town. This is crazy, it's crazy. I see houses built on top of houses because they have multiple wives. Some of these guys have 14 wives. I'm not making it up. I mean, child abuse is rampant. But anyway, so I'm going out of town and I see 3 women, 1 guy, and here's my best line ever. I go, how come you get 3 wives? I can't even get 1 girlfriend!
That's why you were there.
So they're like throwing sticks out of the yard at me and stuff. I go, And I yell out of the next house, "You're a cult religion!" They're getting in their motorcycles, and I'm like, looking at my watch. I only have a certain amount of time before I gotta get the hell out of town because, excuse my French, you only have a certain amount of escape time before the cops are called and they come after you. So I figured about 10 minutes, I'm like, oh, I'm getting out of town. But you think I'd get out of town, right? Heck no. I see a construction zone. I see all these young guys digging with shovels. So I pull in. I come in wheeling when my Mazda 626 at 40 miles an hour, whip the emergency brake, peel around, dust them, and I go out the window, "Drop your shovels, you're working for a cult!" They dropped their shovels, picked up rocks, and they were hitting my rear windshield, my back window as I take it off. Is this enough for the original?
No, not enough.
Let's go.
Hell no. So now I pulled. Now I got my camera out. I want some documentation. So I pulled down this road. The back. I'm going further and further out of town. I'm not dumb. I'm not going back in. I'm going further and further out. I see this beat up jalopy house, and I start taking pictures in the front yard. This guy comes, "Hey, you! Who are you?" He gets in his truck. I go, "Polygamist!" He starts chasing me in his truck. Of course, he's got a junker truck. I dust him. Then, one of the best lines of all time, I see this heavy-set woman hanging clothes in the line. I go,
Was she good looking?
No.
How come all the guys are good looking, Luke?
I don't know.
They got muscle.
Get a girlfriend.
So I see this woman hanging up stuff on the line. This is not PG rated, it's PG-13. She goes,